level! We haven't been there yet! All of Toad's faces are very good. Neutral Toad and Action Toad are my favorite Toad faces. That being said, though, unlike Toad's faces, Toad himself, not very good in combat. Don't know why you trusted Action Toad for that little task, the king. That was foolish on your parts. This is Super Mario Advance 4, Super Mario Bros. 3. So, for those of you keeping track at home, I've only LP'd Super Mario Advance 1 out of the Mario series, and I've skipped Mario Advances 2 and 3, because those are based on Mario World and Yoshi's Island, which happened after Mario 3. They released these in a weird order, but then again, I think they wanted to save what most people would consider the best for last, because, you know, Mario 3 was the last of the Advanced series. Though, personally, I was always a Mario World gal, but that's just me. Anyway, though, Mario Advance 4 is technically more of a port of the SNES version of Mario 3, because of course the original was an NES game, and then there was Mario All-Stars. There's that version with better sprite work and all that, and then this is more of a port based on that than the original. But regardless, it's still Mario 3 at its heart. You've probably seen this one before. It's quite popular. And for this game, I'm actually going to be playing as Mario and Luigi. Another thing I didn't quite understand is why you were forced into playing Mario, no matter what, because I always preferred Luigi. And, you know, in Mario Advance 2, you could play as Luigi whenever you wanted. In this game, however, it's more of a relay thing, but we'll talk about that later. Here's our first stage. We've got the little power meter down there. That basically just tells you how fast you're running. You get a better jump and also another effect with this leaf when the meter reaches its full capacity. So when it gets the little P down there, I guess that stands for power. So yeah, once the meter is full, you're able to fly for a little while. This is a much less broken but much easier to use flight than in Mario World, so if you played this in advanced release order, this might have been a bit of a relief. Anyway, here's a secret right here in the first stage. You get a 3 because it's the third Mario game. And that also allows you to skip basically what little else of the stage. Actually, no, I think the pipe was right up there, so it's not like you're even skipping much. I skipped most of the stage to get to that secret, but it's a pretty short stage regardless. So yes, in this game we have a relay system, or I can have a relay system. The advantage of this if you're playing single player is both Mario and Luigi start with 5 lives. If you were playing as solo Mario, then you would just have the 5 lives. And as you probably noticed back there, you can transfer lives between players, so if I wanted to be rude to Mario, I could just give Luigi all the lives. But I won't, because I'm nice like that. Nonetheless, I suppose they'll be having a friendly competition or something. Who will get the most score by the end of this? Who knows? Probably Mario, it's always Mario. But yeah, if you wanted to play Mario Advance 4 with a friend, but you only had one Game Boy Advance, that's also what it's mainly used for, really. It's less just a single-player, like, character selection option, and more just, hey, do you have a friend without a Game Boy Advance? Well, guess what? You can just switch back and forth with a Game Boy Advance. You just hand it to them. It's handheld, so you can give it to them just fine, easily enough. But it's still going to be a single-player experience for me. I'll be clearing almost all of the stages in this game, by the way, so we're going to see them all, which, you know, is pretty easy because really Mario 3's big thing is that its stages are all short and sweet. This is one of the things I did kind of prefer when I was younger, or like why I preferred Mario World when I was younger, just because, I don't know, I just preferred the longer stages of Mario World. But, you know, I think the Mario 3 stages have a charm of their own, though, to be honest, I never really appreciated it quite until Super Mario 3D Land came out. I don't know, that game just clicked with me a lot more than 3 did, but, you know, I got the style of, like, short levels that are just really fun to play a lot more from that game than this one. I don't know, that's just my Mario 3. I think a lot of people have kind of forgotten it by now, because Mario 3D World came out a little while later, and is, you know, absolutely way better than 3D Land, just like World is absolutely better than Original 3. But I thought 3D Land has its charms, and you know, because it is such a short and easy game to play, I was able to just, you know, bring out the 3DS and just do a real quick playthrough of that every once in a while. Yeah, to this day, I'd still sometimes play 3D Land. But now 3D World is on the Switch, and I can just bring the Switch around everywhere, so I guess now that's also a super easy game to just pick up and play. Sorry, 3D Land. Anyway, though, I've been talking over the fortress. So, fortress stages are sort of a mid-dungeon. These are basically here because Mario 3 does not have your standard castle stages, like in Mario 1 or 2. You can probably guess what its actual end-of-world stages are, considering the intro of the game, and the thing that's flying around the castle, but normal castles are still here as well, to, just fill out the middle of a world. And of course, at the end of every castle is Boom Boom, the ultimate fighter. Whew, oh man, okay, oh man, he's going faster, but I just barely managed to defeat him. Alright, that was the Boom Boom battle. Barely made it through. So, if you're playing later versions of this game, when you get past a fortress, you're offered a save point. You'll also notice that that barrier went down. In the original Mario 3, when you destroyed a fortress, that's all that happened. You basically just got a shortcut. The reason being is, if you game over, all the stages you've cleared on the map will be uncleared, so you have to play through them again. But, because the barrier's down, you can actually feel free to just skip the stages you might have cleared, but lost progress on due to a game over, because the doors will stay disappeared. There are also rocks on the map that you can destroy with inventory items. There are hammer inventory items, and also, yes, there's an inventory. I guess I'll talk about that later. But yeah, there are rocks you can destroy that do much the same thing. They just let you take a shortcut through a map in case you get a game over. But of course, I'm not planning on letting that happen, so you're never going to see it. And man, it was apparently a mistake for Luigi to try to get ahead in the world and take down that fortress, because Mario's just getting a whole lot of extra lives. So, I don't know, yeah, it seems like Luigi's made the wrong choice here. Also, there's a Boomerang Bro. They're like Hammer Bros, except their projectiles arc out one way and then come right back in the direction of the Boomerang Bro. Because, you know, it's a boomerang. Oh, and of course, we got the end-of-level tiles. If you match 3 of them, you get more than just 1 life. No matter what, if you clear 3 lives in a row and get 3 end-of-stage panels, you will get a 1-up, so that's just a bit of a reward for making it through a world, which is nice. I like that. It's actually a pretty good concept to keep the player going if they get a lot of clears in a row. But of course, if you time it perfectly, you can get better panels, and again, if you match all three, you will get a certain number of lives. Typically, you actually want to just hit the panel as soon as possible. They are rapidly flipping, so technically you could time it out to get what you want. However, the timing on these is such that if you run as fast as possible and hit it as soon as you can, you are basically guaranteed a star panel, which of course is the best of the three. There's a mushroom, flower, and star. Mushroom's the worst, fire flower's the second best, and Starman's the best one. You'll also probably notice that I'm sticking with the leaf because in addition to giving the Mario Brothers the ability to fly, the leaf just lets you kind of glide and control your jumps a little easier, which makes it way better than basically anything else in the game. Also, I can do that with a leaf, that kind of kicks ass. But yeah, Fire Flower, while it was the only ability in the original Mario Brothers, other than just, you know, the Super Mushroom, it's kind of the most boring power-up. It just gives you a projectile. What's that do for you? Kill enemies? Whatever. Of course, a flower would help here to kill this Hammer Brother, but I didn't really need help. And we get a Starman, so if we want, we can start a level Invincible. Unfortunately, Hammer Brothers on the world map actually interrupt you and count as a clear. So Luigi looked like he was going to make it to the castle in time, and, you know, clear the world himself. But the wretched Mario takes the gold this time around. 'Cause that Hammer Brother. So yes, the king has been transformed, and it's terrible. Originally, the Grassland King was actually turned into a dog in the original NES version. However, the SNES version, and by association the Game Boy Advance version, switched it to Mario references, so instead of just being some kind of generic animal, it became, in this case, a reference to Mario 2. We had the Cobrats, who basically never really make another appearance outside of Mario 2, so I guess it's cool that, you know, they got a little bit more time in the sun, if only as a little bit of a reference. So yes, at the end of each world you have an airship stage. Airship stages are auto-scrollers with a lot of projectiles in basically every single one. They can be difficult, this one wasn't too bad, and in here we have to fight our first Koopaling. That's right, the first appearance of the Koopalings. This is Larry. He will try to shoot you with magic. Kill him. Kill him dead. After 3 hits or a whole lot of fireballs, he will give up and drop his wand. And that's it, that's the end of the world. So it looks like Mario takes the first world clear. Ah well, you'll get it next time, Luigi. You'll get it next time. Aw, Toad's so happy about this. And of course, at the end of each world, you also get a letter from the princess, who will describe some kind of secret or something or other, and also give you an item. This isn't really a helpful tip, though. This is just describing boos. You've probably heard of them before. They appear a lot in the Mario games. And if you cleared every level in the world, you get this screen that says Perfect Clear. Heck yeah! I did a good job.